Hello students. So last time we talked about the asexual reproduction, and today we'll be talking about the sexual reproduction in organisms. Now in sexual reproduction, it is a biparental reproduction. That means two individuals are required. One individual, one organism is known as male and the other organism is known as female. These organisms, they produce certain cells which are known as the gametes. So the male organism, it produces male gametes, and the female organism, it produces female gametes. These male and the female gametes, they fuse together, and from that a new individual is formed. The one individual cannot give rise to a new individual in sexual reproduction. Like bulls, they alone cannot produce the calves. And another example, hens alone cannot produce the chicks. So this is just the base of sexual reproduction. Now the question comes, why sexual reproduction? Why not asexual reproduction only keeps on occurring? We have talked about that during reproduction, the two DNA molecules are formed. That means DNA gets duplicated, and this DNA gets duplicated by biochemical reactions, and no biochemical reactions are 100% accurate. So when the DNA replication means DNA की duplication. जब DNA की duplication होती है तो two DNA molecules बनते हैं, and two DNA molecules they show some differences among themselves which are known as variations. And out of those variations, the organism which show the variation, that may make that organism to survive if the conditions are not favorable. So some of the variations, they are useful variations. The useful variations make the organism to survive in the changing environment. That means survival of the species is there because of the variations. But variation is a very slow process. ये बहुत स्लो होती है. But during the sexual reproduction, the two organisms, that is male and the female, they are involved. That means there will be the variations of two individuals that will be combined together to give rise to a combination of the DNA. That means DNA जो है वो दो organism का combined होगा. That means variations जो हैं वो ज़्यादा होगी. So the sexual reproduction, the speed up the variants and different recombination मतलब different type of organisms that will be produced by the fusion of the male and the female gametes. Now if the DNA from both these organisms, it keeps on fusing, then naturally the new individual which will be formed, they will have double the DNA, which shouldn't occur. Why? Because if the DNA duplication keeps on occurring generation after generation, then the cell will be filled with the DNA and there will not be any space for anything else. But it never happens because the amount of DNA in any organism is fixed. So the above problem, this problem, that is solved because there are certain cells in the male and in the female which have half the number of chromosomes, or they have half the amount of DNA. Chromosomes are made up of DNA. So in sexually reproducing organism, some cells are produced and those cells have half the amount of DNA, and these are known as the germ cells. So when the two germ cells having half the amount of DNA, they fuse together, a new individual is formed, and that new individual will have the original number of chromosomes or the original amount of the DNA. Now the fusion of the male germ cells and the female germ cells, that give rise to one cell, and that cell is known as a zygote. Now this zygotes, it divide mitotically. That means the cell division takes place in zygote. As a result, many cells are formed. Those cells give rise to many tissues. These tissues give rise to organs, and the complete organism is formed. Okay. Now when the germ cells are formed, there is one germ cell which is very big, when we talk about most of the organism. काफ़ी ऑर्गेनिज्म में एक जर्म सेल्स जो है वो काफ़ी बड़ा होता है. एंड वाई इट इज़ बिग? बिकॉज इट हैज़ मोर फूड इनसाइड इट and it has more energy. That big germ cell which have more food in itself in it as well as the more energy is there, it is known as a female gamete. So female gamete is the germ cell of the female which is bigger in size, but it is stationary. It does not move. ये move नहीं होता. Whereas जो second germ cell है that is quite small. It doesn't have food in it, but it is motile. Motile का मतलब it shows the movement, it shows the locomotion. So that small germ cell is known as a male gamete, and this is the fusion of the female as well as the male gamete which give rise to the zygote. Now that means the male gamete and the female gametes, they are different, but there are certain simple organism, lower organism जो है, the two germ cells, they may be similar or there may be a slight difference between the two germ cells. Now let us talk about the sexual reproduction in detail. First we'll talk about the sexual reproduction in the flowering plants. Flowering plants, जब हम word use करते हैं flowering plant, इसका मतलब होता है angiosperm. So there is one division of the plant kingdom which is known as an angiosperm. This angiosperm means flowering plants are included in this angiosperm. Now what is the reproductive part of a flower? I must have told you initially also, the vegetative parts of the flower plant is there and the reproductive parts of the plant is there. The reproductive part of the plant is a flower. So flower is the reproductive part of a plant. Now what are the various reproductive parts of the flower? There are two whorls. Whorls means there are two rounds which are known as the accessory whorls. Accessory whorls means although they are the part of the flower but they are not essential for reproduction. तुमने बहुत बार देखा होगा कि बड कंडीशन में जब एक बड होती है तो उसमें ग्रीन कलर की स्मॉल लीफ लाइक स्ट्रक्चर्स होती हैं. सो बड इज़ प्रोटेक्टेड बाय लीफ लाइक स्ट्रक्चर्स. स्मॉल ये लीफ लाइक स्ट्रक्चर्स हैं, बट ये अभी तो फ्लावर खुला हुआ है. जब ये बड कंडीशन में होता है तो दीज लीफ लाइक स्ट्रक्चर्स जो हैं दे प्रोटेक्ट द बड flower in the bud conditions. Now that one green like structure, leaf like structure, it is known as a sepal, and there can be 3 sepals, there can be 5 sepal. All the sepals together form one part of a flower which is known as the calyx. So calyx is the outermost whorl of a flower. ये तुम ग्रीन कलर की जो स्ट्रक्चर देख रहे हो, these are the sepals. Sepal is one unit of the calyx. सभी सेपल को मिला लो तो दैट इज़ नोन एज अ केलेक्स. सो द फ्लावर की सबसे बाहर की जो वर्ल है इट इज़ नोन एज ए केलेक्स. अब उसको अगर व्हेन द फ्लावर ओपन्स अप, जब फ्लावर खुल जाता है तो यू सी मैनी कलर्ड मे बी विच हैव द सर्टन फ्रेगरेंस ऑल्सो, दे आर देयर. दे कैन बी मैनी, दे कैन बी फ्यू. दीज वन स्ट्रक्चर, कलरफुल स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ द फ्लावर, okay, that is known as a petal, and there can be many petals. All the petals together they form a whorl which is known as a corolla. That is a corolla. That means सबसे बाहर की whorl को calyx कहते हैं. उसके अंदर की जो whorl है, जबकि फ्लावर खुल जाता है तो जो बहुत कलरफुल लीफ लाइक स्ट्रक्चर्स देखते हैं हम, उनको पेटल्स कहते हैं. एंड सभी पेटल्स को मिला के जो एक whorl बनती है दैट इज़ नोन एज ए corolla, and these petals they may be brightly colored and they may have certain fragrance also. Now although these two whorls they are the part of a flower, but these are not essential whorls. They help in reproduction but they are not directly involved in reproduction. Clear? Now the third whorl, that means second whorl के अंदर जो सर्कल है दैट इज़ नोन एज एन एंड्रोशियम. पूरे सर्कल को, पूरे वर्ल्ड को एंड्रोशियम कहते हैं. एंड एंड्रोशियम में कंसिस्ट ऑफ वन यूनिट और मैनी यूनिट. द यूनिट ऑफ द एंड्रोशियम that is known as a stamens. So what are stamens? Stamens are the unit of androecium and the androecium is a whorl. That means सभी stamens को मिला के जो whorl बनती है उसको हम androecium कहते हैं. And the stamens जो है और androecium जो है, it is a male reproductive part of a flower. So naturally it is an essential whorl. मेल रिप्रोडक्टिव पार्ट ऑफ अ फ्लावर कौन सी है? एंड्रोशियम. एंड्रोशियम का एक यूनिट क्या है? उसको स्टेमन बोलते हैं. एंड दिस इज एन असेंशियल वर्ल. द असेंशियल एंड द थर्ड वर्ल. फर्स्ट वर्ल इज केलेक्स, सेकेंड इज करोला, थर्ड इज स्टेमन. और सबसे अंदर जो है, ये जो सबसे अंदर तुम देख रहे हो, ये नीचे जो है एक कोनिकल स्ट्रक्चर है और ऊपर एक थ्रेड लाइक स्ट्रक्चर है, एंड which is present in the center of the flower, that is known as the gynoecium. And this gynoecium is a whorl. पूरे whorl को हम gynoecium कहते हैं. And one unit of this gynoecium is known as a carpel, and the carpel is the female part of a flower. So that means flowers की कितनी whorls हैं? flower की 4 whorls हैं. कौन सी हैं? One is calyx, one unit of calyx is known as sepal, other is corolla, one unit of corolla is known as a petal. These are accessory whorls. They help in pollination or reproduction, but they are not involved in the reproduction. The third whorl is known as an androecium. One unit of androecium is known as a stamen, which is a male reproductive part of a flower. And सबसे अंदर की whorl जो है, that is known as a gynoecium. One unit of gynoecium is known as a carpel, and this is the innermost whorl of a flower, and which is a female part. अगर तुम ये flower को देखो तो ये जो है, ये बाहर की जो है, ये sepals हैं, and ये जो येलो कलर की स्ट्रक्चर्स हैं, they are the petals. ये जो बहुत से ये हमें ये दिख रहे हैं, 1 2 3 4 5, so many stamens are there. ये जो elongated structures हैं, which have a broad structure at the tip, these are all stamens. but सभी stamens को मिला के हम androecium कहते हैं. और सबसे अंदर की जो whorl है, ये जो सबसे अंदर है, that is known as the gynoecium, and one unit of gynoecium, that is known as a carpel. Okay, now next is that let us see the detail of stamen. Now this is a stamen. This is a stamen. This stamen consists of 3 parts. One part is just a hair-like structure or an elongated structure. ये जो दिख रही है, this is known as a filament. So this is a filament, and filament के ऊपर एक broad structure जो ये दिख रही है, conical structure जो है, it is known as an anther. And जो anther है, it is connected with the filament at a point which is known as a connective. So the stamen, which is a male reproductive part of a plant, it consists of 3 parts. One is filament, other is anther, and third is the connective. Okay, now anther stamen जो है, उसमें जो anther part है, ये जो ऊपर वाला part है, anther part, it produces the male gametes. Now these male gametes are known as the pollen grains. तुमने देखा होगा, बहुत बार फ्लावर को हाथ लगाओ तो येलो कलर के छोटे छोटे डस्ट पार्टिकल्स जैसे है हमारी उंगलियों में लग जाते हैं. सो व्हाट आर दोज डस्ट पार्टिकल? दे आर द पोलन ग्रेन्स. पोलन ग्रेन्स मीन्स दे हैव द मेल गैमीट इन देम. पोलन ग्रेन के अंदर क्या है? मेल गैमीट है. एंड पोलन ग्रेन्स बनते कहाँ से हैं? इनसाइड द एंथर. सो ये जो एंथर पार्ट है, it is the site for the production of the pollen grains. Pollen grains क्या है? They have inside them the male reproductive cell that is known as the male gamete, or it is the pollen grain. Now second, the female part is known as the carpel. Now carpel, which is present into the center of the flower. Again this carpel consists of 3 parts. This is a carpel. Carpel also consists of 3 parts. सबसे नीचे का जो पार्ट है, ये वाला, that is known as the ovary. So a conical part which is present in the center of the flower and is a conical shaped structure, it is known as an ovary. Ovary के ऊपर there is an elongated part that is known as the style, and सबसे ऊपर style के ऊपर there is a bilobed structure. ये bilobed structure जो तुम्हें दिख रही है, that is known as a stigma. So the ovary, style and the stigma. These are the three parts of the carpel. Now inside the ovule, ये ovary के अंदर, not ovule, inside the ovary, the ovules are present. So ovules are present inside the ovary. Ovules हैं क्या? These are the egg cells or these are the female gametes. So female gametes are present inside the ovary, okay, and the male gametes, they are produced from the anther. After that, this fusion of the male and the female gametes takes place, which is known as a pollination. That means the pollen grains which are produced inside the anther, they get transformed or they get transferred into the stigma of the carpel. The process of deposition of the pollen grains of the anther to the stigma of the carpel, that is known as a pollination. Pollination means fertilization. The fertilization in plants, that is known as a pollination. So the detail of pollination and the further development etc. will be talking in my next lecture. Thank you, students.